Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Strategic Command World War II, War in the Pacific. This is going to be the final episode in this series as we wrap up World War II in the Pacific. So far the war, well, as you'd guess from the final episode, and we're not being overrun, is going very well. For the most part, we have been doing extremely well in Asia, on the Asian mainland. The Chinese have broken through, basically liberated all of China outside of Manchuria. They're now driving deep into Manchuria, and perhaps even Korea as well being targets of our advance. Japanese morale has hit rock bottom. The Soviets haven't even gotten involved yet, and yet Manchuria is being overrun by the Chinese army. So I imagine Chiang Kai-shek will be the hero of this war. The Chinese have also sent forces into Indochina and into Thailand to overrun the Japanese there. If the war lasts long enough, I think a Chinese force will likely liberate Singapore. The British are overrunning the Japanese now slowly through Rangoon and Burma, primarily held up by Japanese and British logistical hurdles. The Americans have been advancing toward Japan, and I would love to land them on the island of Japan, but I'm not sure we will be able to do that before Japan falls, frankly. I'm curious what a downfall scenario even looks like in this game, because it does seem like to get close enough to launch a feasible invasion of Japan, you probably need to have already beaten them morale-wise. Like, their national morale is so low, they're about to surrender at any moment, really. And so, you know, we could Okinawa, sure, but like in terms of the actual Japanese mainland, it seems difficult to be able to make a lodgment there, because not because we don't have the forces to do it, but because we don't have the time to do it. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, this is going to jump right into the final episode. There is a little bit of a weird buggy finish to the game, I would say. You can kind of watch this, but after Japan surrenders, the game doesn't really end. So we'll take a look at that as we jump in here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts below. And yeah, this is a little bit of a shorter one, but I hope you guys enjoy anyway. So I was tempted to wrap the stream up here, but I will say that the enemy only has 7% national morale left. And I wanna see. It's just one more turn. All right, can these strategic bombers do anything? 6-2. That's just 2 supply damage, though. It's not even... Suppose I should have attacked with those ground units first, huh? Alright, there we go. The second raid went through largely without any damage. What are they entrenched at? 5? That's why these attacks have so little chance of success. Alright, we'll attack with cores. Ooh, wow, they had Port Arthur unguarded. So that core attack weakened them. At least their entrenchments. Do you have any intel on what's at Pyongyang? A kamikaze? I can't even overrun a kamikaze unit? Give me a break. Alright. One. Reduces their entrenchments down to 2. Should reduce their entrenchments further. Alright, we took an alternate capital here. Alright, their entrenchments should be gone. Really? That army attacked and did nothing? Okay. Got him. Alright, so Port Arthur will fall this turn. So will Mukden. Some of these lead units are pretty beat up, but... probably need to push supply forward a little bit further, right? They're actually okay, mostly. We'll probably throw these headquarters into Mukden and Tonguda next turn. But Mukden fell. National morale. Another one's surrounded. Alternate capital fell. We'll be into... we're already into Korea. So good results there. See if we can take Bangkok this turn. That'll knock Thailand out of the war, probably, because their alternate capital's already been taken. Okay. Bangkok should be ours here. It is. Now we should be able to move into Malaya. Meanwhile, let's see if we can take Rangoon. Two artillery bombardments removes what entrenchments they have left. Special forces attacks take the city. Alright. The supply situation here is probably not as pretty. Actually, Bangkok's nice. Rangoon will be nice. Okay. Alright. Well... begin the push down the Malay Peninsula next turn. They don't even have many of their colony supply lines still open. Alright, I think Manila will fall next turn. Okay. Do we want to make a landing in Japan? Just for the lulls? Oh god, they've got 2 carriers. So this is actually giving me good intel on what's on the southern tip of Japan, too. So Japan might be, like, completely stocked full of troops by the looks of it. Shattered! Alright, so I did manage to sink the carrier that was out in the open. So that's good, I guess. These guys shouldn't be set to bomber. They should be set to mixed. Okay. Nice, we've almost destroyed this other carrier. And I think I can get it with this guy. Which will still have combat air patrol, because we've still got a mixed air wing here. But by the looks of this, landing in Japan may be out of the question. I suppose we could land in behind the fortifications here at Nagasaki, maybe. It looks like there's no one there. But then dealing with like an army unit that's trying to come for you. And not having a port that you can just take. It seems a little sus. I don't even know if I can see what's here. There might be troops here. Alright, so they got at least a corps ashore at Nagasaki, or at Okinawa. Can the Iowa see what's out that way? No. Okay, so there's a lot of troops on Okinawa. I guess we'll attack the kamikaze unit first. Destroy that. We take the port there. I don't know why they didn't guard the fort there, because we just took the fortress. So Alright, just so we have a garrison on Iwo Jima, I'm going to bring this Australian heavy artillery unit out. It's not going to do anything there, but... Okay... They only have 2 convoy routes left. We destroyed one of the kamikaze units, thankfully. They've still got 17 air units, and I want to know how many of those are kamikazes. We might see a pretty strong kamikaze assault on the fleet this turn. Hopefully those handful of aircraft can provide some cover. Maybe this fighter unit will cover out here, not inland. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can attack here. Let me get rid of that anti-aircraft gun. Alright, meanwhile their fleet has 3 ships left. Also, the national morale loss of losing those carriers probably hurts too. They're down to 5%. Like, I think they're gonna surrender. I don't know that, but I think so. They lost Bangkok this turn, Rangoon, Mukden. Let's see what happens. Japanese morale is rocked by the fall of Mukden. Allies liberate Burma. Japan surrenders. There you go. That's it. It's all over. Thailand surrenders. China plunders Thailand. Okay. Allies liberate Brunei. No downfall, I guess. Malaya. Manchuria. Yay! I love how the game just ends with you going through each colony that you haven't already liberated with people being like, hooray! Finland signs an armistice with the USSR and withdraws from the war. Here's a question. In this world where the Chinese nationalists are the heroes by basically overrunning Japan and China, liberating Manchuria, liberating Thailand, liberating, well, not Malaya, but, you know, doing all of that work, and the USSR never invading Manchuria, you got to assume Chiang Kai-shek is not being overthrown anytime soon. You would think he would be like a regional hero to the point where like there's no overthrowing him. Is there anyone left fighting? Because it didn't actually. It still did income and it still did. Oh my God, there are still troops fighting. Who's fighting? It's not the Japanese. Malaya is still fighting? Oh wait, no, that's... I'm confused. What is going on? Okay, so Manchukuo surrenders himself to Allied forces. Was that the last... Who are we still fighting? It looks like Singapore is occupied by something. Okay. What is still... What's here? I'm confused. Aha! Take that, Japan! Aha! But really, what are we still fighting? Who are we still fighting? Is this a glitch? This has got to be a glitch. The game should be over. I don't see anything there. It looks to me like maybe there's some resistance outpost at Batavia in Singapore. Who are these troops? PETA. What? Who's PETA? We're fighting PETA. What? I'm very confused. I'm guessing it's some sort of like independence movement, maybe? But I've got to annoyingly stomp out because the game's algorithm doesn't know to... No, I don't think it's the people's for ethical treatment of animals. I'm gonna guess it's not. I mean, I suppose it's possible, but I don't think so. That looks like Singapore and Batavia look like the only places left. And they look like they have garrison units. Oh, no, Manila too? For some reason. A local Manila group. Here, MacArthur. No, don't bombard the city. There's no one in it. I meant for you to march into it. Okay, I guess the Australians have to do it. Alright, well, let's see what happens here. I don't understand why a minor ally would... Right, the Philippines are liberated. Yay. Japan surrenders on the USS Missouri. But we're still fighting for some reason. This is funny. The greatest enemy is always yourself. Okay. Dissolution of the Second Philippine Republic. We can now produce Filipino troops. Yeah, I'm not using anywhere near all my troops, by the way, yet. I think that's obvious, but... Okay, I guess the Chinese are going to liberate Singapore too, maybe? I don't know. So we got to get troops down to Singapore. I've got this amphibious dude who's, I guess, going to go for Batavia. Should get there in the next turn. All right, end turn. I gotta get troops to get there. The war never ends. Now we'll all start fighting each other. Garrison in Singapore is just like, please leave us alone. Let us be our own independent nation. If it doesn't end when we conquer them, I don't... It's weird because it doesn't even have a place to list, like... they're giving a bit of a bloody nose to our armored units there. Supply isn't great, but it's not terrible. It was a 6. Come on. The Marines are going to have to do it. All right, one more turn. Yeah. Heavy seas. I don't care. Sorry, guys, you've just been stranded in the middle of the ocean, not moving anywhere, because we all thought the war was over, so you just, like, stopped going toward Japan, but then the war wasn't over, so you sat there on your landing craft. They drove back the armored formations. The Chinese are like, don't worry, America, we got it. I think that's an... Oh, no, it's a Chinese tank. Never mind. Goodbye. Alright, Singapore is ours. We'll let Chiang Kai-shek be the hero. He liberated both Singapore and Batavia now. So that should be it, right? Allies liberate the Dutch East Indies from some partisan forces or local Japanese allies, I guess, who kept fighting past Japan's surrender. Malaya moves the government to Singapore. Okay, yeah, because that's us. Is the game really not over? What is not happening? Okay, Allied Supreme Victory. I'm like, what's going on? All right, we got it. We got the Supreme Victory. There you go, MacArthur signing the Declaration of Victory or whatever, surrender. Scorecard, Japan gets 10% for national morale and 77 kills for a score of 9. The Allies got 137 kills, so almost double. They have all the resources on the map. They control the whole map. National morale's good. Victory position's good, so a decisive victory there for sure. Not even really anything left to look at on the map. I mean, everybody surrendered, so it's all over. Vandegrift is apparently leading Japan in Nagoya. The Russians never came in, so I guess Japan got Korea too, or China got Korea too, so maybe this is nationalist China superpower, you know, 50 years early. Well, more than that. There is no nationalist China on China's mainland. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I had fun. It's, you know, it's a flawed game. This anytime you've got a WeGo system and you've got battleships that take months to wear down to destroy, like, that's a little bit silly from a realism aspect. But it's an enjoyable game to play, I think. I've enjoyed my time with it. I'm curious if, you know, if there is a desire from anybody to see us play from the Japanese point of view. I would imagine that would be very difficult. But maybe we do that. Which strategic command is my favorite? It's got to be probably World War I. I think that game is just overall the best in terms of the system models the war the best. War in Europe is nice too. I'm not as big of a fan of World at War. I like the focus of War in Europe of being on Europe. But I would say probably the World War I game, I think fits both the system, the topic, just everything generally the best. But that's going to do it for our look at Strategic Command World War II, War in the Pacific. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Leave your thoughts below, and until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.